right, good morning. Good morning. Back with another video right now. I'm early morning trading right now. It's about 4:06 a.m. Eastern time right now, but I do trade at this given time if I ever see a setup. So for me, my kind of schedule I go to bed around like 10 p.m., wake up around 3 a.m. in the morning. Around that time, I do look at the market just to see what's going on or to get a feel for the market. At that given time, it's pretty much very, very early in the day as far as the trading day and early London session. That's when it opened up for us as well, right? So around 3 a.m., 5 a.m. to like 7 a.m., I do look at the market off and on just to see if I see any kind of setup that might take place for that morning. I might want to approach it because you got to realize like a simple trade can be like 25 pips, right? 35 pips, 45 pips, 50 pips for that morning. You can make a very decent profit as I did today on British Pound JPY. I made over 50 pips on this drop right here. And you got to understand with a decent lot size, you're making a decent amount. You're making thousands of dollars if you have a decent lot size on this trade. But even with a bare minimum lot size of like, let's say a standard lot size of 1.00, you're still making 500 bucks right there on a quick sell, a quick move. And that's basically can be a great day for a normal person or for anybody, right? You're making 500 bucks in less than an hour or before the sun even comes up. It's only 4:07 a.m. Most people got to go to a job or to work in a few hours. You know what I'm saying? Right now they're sleeping or whatever. You know what I mean? You made your income already. So you got to really understand that as well. But with anything bigger than that, with a bigger lot size, you're making thousands, right? If you're using like myself, whatever, 100 per pip or things like that, you're making thousands in a very, very quick move. And that's basically a great trade altogether. We are making about 50 pips. But this trade right here is very, very simple. I started from the 8 and 4 hour, and I simply kind of just saw the pass. I understood that, like I said, and this is right here, it's kind of more about experience as well. I've been doing it for so long now, so I understand the way the market moves, the way I can get in for quick trades or long-term trades or day trades, but always understand your reasoning for getting in and understand the confidence behind it as well, right? But I can pretty much see this level. I see the rejection that's happened here multiple times, right? So I already knew that once it came back here, it was going to be some kind of rejection, right? It was either going to pull back down here and then spike back up like this, or probably continue back to the downside, right? When it comes to trading, it can only go up, it can only go down. So really understand that fact and taking your time and simply understanding what happened multiple times in the past, right? If you would have sold here, you would have made profit to the downside. You would have sold here once again, you would have made profit. If you would have sold here once again, you would have made profit. So the same kind of thing goes for this right here. When I saw this, I just got it for myself to make that profit, even though I looked at the 1 hour and I saw the rejection it was given at this level. So when I saw that rejection, I just simply looked to my past, right? Look to my past, right? And this is all really about just being confident, understanding how the market simply moves, right? So I knew that a quick move was going to come into the market. So I set stop loss above the level, got into my trade, made 50 pips, and then got out the market for a very quick trade because I don't normally trade at this time, right? So if it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm into the market. This is not the best time I approach it. I always like trading the market around like 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. But there's always really going to be opportunity. And if you have the discipline and have the rules and guidelines in place, you can still make a lot of money. And it's really all about knowing when to close out, right? If you know when to close out, know when to take profit, you'll be a great trader. You know what I'm trying to say? That's really the whole point of this is to be consistent, is to take profit. And I really try to stress that really far to people to understand that you don't always have to hold on to a trade in the beginning of your career. I hold on to my trade a lot longer now because I like swing trading a lot better because it's a lot less work and it's a lot more money. But really understand that you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to have a bunch of mess and mumbo jumbo and different indicators and all that other stuff. All you got to understand is your simple rules, your rules of engagement, and your rules of exit, and have great risk management, and you'll be perfectly fine, right? So this right here was a quick and easy trade today, this morning on British Pound JPY. I want to show you my other trade as well. This was a swing trade on Euro Odd, and it's the same way, right? I'm starting from my 8 hour time frame. I look to my past. Right? Very, very simple stuff. I can see in the past where it pushed up here before. I see right here where it pushed up in the past, even made a big morning star. So I'm seeing the same exact thing right there. When price action is coming down to a key level, I identify that level 1.5317, 1.5319, somewhere around that level, right? That's where I want to get in at. This date back here, November 4th, right? It pushed clean up. Boom, you would have profited. This date back here too, when it came right back down to the same level, what happened? It pushed right back up. And this date is November 15th. So you have the 4th, the 15th, and it comes right back here around the same kind of date on the 1st and the 3rd and things like that. So you can understand, like, from the 1st to the 3rd, it just straight pushed up, right? So understand that making this profit is very, very easy and is very, very simple. You're not overthinking it. Now, if I go down to my 4, if I go down to my 3, understand it's all the same thing. There's no different. It's all the same thing. All you really have to understand is how to be confident. You can see I took this trade somewhat in the morning on December 1st and things like that. And from the 1st all the way to the 3rd, I just simply held on to this trade and it's still going right now. You know what I mean? So like I said, the money really, really is simple if you're just being patient. I love swing trading a lot more now because like I said, you're taking your time. You know what I mean? You don't have to rush it. You don't have to be I'm taking a bunch of entries. All you have to do is see for what it is. You can see how this kind of was somewhat in a range as well. We had coming down here, coming back here, coming down here, coming back here, coming down there, right? So I saw that as well, that when you're in a range of market, you're going back and forth, right? So you can look at sells at a resistance and look at buys at a support. So you're seeing that same thing going on right here, where it's simply going back and forth and back and forth. So this is a very good trade. Like I said, trading like this right here is always great money. When you're swing trading it, you're holding it from here all the way to there. You're making 300 and something pips, and you're not doing anything but besides probably managing that trade along the way, right? It's really all you're ever doing when you're taking a swing trade. You're taking your time, taking that entry, not touching it unless you have to, or you see a vital reason to simply move your stop loss up, maybe move it into profit, things like that. But besides that, it's more about controlling your emotions and just being patient. And you see my other trade on EuroCAD, which is a trade I've been talking about for a while now in my videos. I'm still trading this pair and still holding this trade. Like I said, these right here are just beautiful. You know what I mean? You can always find another entry. This is why it's so perfect. Like, you never have to give up. You never have to keep on looking at different pairs. You can trade the same pair for quite some time. You see how we had past level here. We had that past level here. And what happened? We had the breakout, and then we have the pullback to the same level, and then it shoots up, right? And it makes that formation, right? It's so very simple. This is what I mean. From the same trade we entered the 29th all the way to now 300 pips or so, right? So you're making a lot of profit and you're not barely doing any work. But besides, the most part of it is just controlling your emotions. You know what I'm trying to say? So you know exactly why you want to hold on. Like, when price action broke above this, there's no emotion into it. I'm gonna say, oh yeah, it's going higher, I want to hold on longer. I'm not excited about that. I'm excited because I see the breakout. Guys see the pullback to the previous level. So that's indication that it could just keep on going higher. So making money like that, guys, is how you want to approach the market and how you want to be patient. So every day you're not actively looking for a trade. This is what I mean by I can hold on to my entry. So I'm able to take quick and easy profit on days like British pound JPY when I don't want to really hold on that long, but I see the opportunity, right? I saw the opportunity on the 1 hour. So I took advantage of that, put a good lot size in, made 50 pips and got out, right? So that's a very, very decent trade, a quick and easy trade. And I can do that because I'm holding on to great trades like this, right? I'm holding on to great trades like this where it's still making me a lot of profit. And the same thing goes for Euro Odd, right? If you're holding on to great trades like this, you're able to take quick and easy trades on other pairs you would normally try to hold on to for a long time. I don't like trading British pound JPY for a long time or holding on for a long time. It can have great trends at at certain points in the market, but sometimes whatever, it can get very choppy and very, very spiky on fundamental days and things like that. And you can see overall, British pound JPY has not been the best when it comes to consistent trends. You know what I mean? Consistent price action going up and down. You can see there's a bunch of mess going on for a long time, back and forth, drop down, it came back up, back and forth. So you see what's going on here. So you can find advantage in things like this, quick and easy, get in, get out, make 50, 60 pips, very, very good profit, and then close out. But on trades like Euro CAD, where it's perfect, right? It's pushing up, breaking out, pushing up, breaking out, where the trend is just perfect, right? Push up, breakout, right? Push up, breakout, and it's pulling back to the same level. Push up, right, and breakout, and it pulls back, right, to the same exact level. Same here, pushes up, pulls back to the same level, that breakout, and then boom, keeps on going. It's keep on doing that throughout. Push up, pull back, right, the breakout, boom. Easy, right? So you're seeing that nonstop and you're seeing what's going on in the market. That's what I mean by it's very easy to identify that and to be confident in it, because all it's doing is pushing up, pulling back, and then going up, right? So it's very, very simple to stay into that trade. And the same thing with this, because we're so confident off this past level here, right? It's all we really needed was that past level, not overthinking it, setting stop loss at the previous level, right? Because here's our previous breakout and pull back right there, right? So we're setting stop loss somewhere around there, and we knew where approximately our profit was going to be, right around here on Euro AUD, right? Because that's where it fell here, boom, came back there once again, and it melted, boom, right? Recently, it came all the way up here, but that's okay. The key point is that you knew exactly why you entered. You see the condition of the market. You're taking your time. You're having fun with it. You're not overdoing it. You're using great risk management. That's really all you ever had to do, right? And we're looking at the fundamental today as well. You can see that we don't really have nothing going on today unless you're trading a odd pair, right? If you're basing or trading an odd pair, you can look at that. I am in Euro odd, but I'm not really worried about it doing too much, whatever. You can always move your stop loss up in profit. That's also a very big thing as well. Like any given time you're into a trade and you're making decent money over a long span of time, you can always move stop loss to your entry, and this will make it a break even. You're not losing any money, or move your entry into profit, right? You can move it in the middle of the profit, take half profit, take 15%, 20%, 50%, whatever it may be, right? You can take that profit and then slowly move up your stop loss as you see fit. So if it does happen to pull back on you because of fundamental, you'll get stopped out here or whatever you have it marked at, and you're still going to be good. You know what I'm trying to say? You're either going to be in profit and make that money or break even, which neither one of them are bad, right? So always understand that. So it also, I want to talk about really a little bit about the DXY as well, because we're seeing a little kind of push up. It's not really breaking back above this level, but we are seeing a kind of correction of USD pressure pushing back to the top side. So the key thing right now I'm looking at here is this level here. And then we also have this level here. So that's why we're kind of seeing that rejection right there, right? We're seeing that rejection at this key level of support, okay? So it's not really too bad yet. I wouldn't say that USD is on the rise just yet. For me to see that, I would need to see these right here broken back above. Like if it breaks back above this, probably pulls back above this and then pulls back, then yeah, we're going to see some bullish pressure. But until then, whatever, I'm still probably looking for the USD to keep on falling until we see, like I say, these levels here broken back above. If we can see that, then yeah, we might see a push back to the top side, but I'm not so sure just yet, right? So we're looking at even the fundamentals. We see that Friday, we have a lot of heavy fundamentals Friday of this on this week right here, the 9th, right? So we have core PPI, which is all about inflation. Like a lot of this right here is about inflation and consumer purchase and things like that, right? About how the economy is basically going. Are we going to see higher inflation? If this comes out like higher inflation and things like that, whatever it may be, is greatly going to affect the DXY, right? You feel me? Because if there is inflation is higher, you know what I'm trying to say, the Fed might spike up interest rates even more, and that would push the dollar back to the top side and make it increase in value. But if it's not inflation is going on the downside and what they've been recently doing has been working, then we'll be perfectly fine. We might see the dollar decrease in in value and keep on falling. Personally, I want to see that. I think the dollar have been pushing up for a long time now. We've been seeing it being in a very overbought market for a long time. I want to get into some heavy swing trades on Euro USD, British Pound USD, all USD, and things like that. Because imagine, right? Like I said before, if that trend can last as long as this trend been recently lasting, you can just see, right? If you're looking at it from the beginning of this year, from January to now, right? This is January right here from this beginning of this year to now. It's been on an absolute tear, just pushing up, really outperforming every other currency in the market, right? And if you want to go beyond that, you can start all the way back here in May of 2021, right? That's when it first took off after this double bottom, and it just skyrocketed. You feel me? So if that same kind of retracement can happen back to the downside, break below here, pull back, below here, pull back, below, pull back, and keep on sinking like that, it will be a great swing trade opportunity on Euro USD and British Pound USD. But like I said, all about being patient and just keep on looking, analyzing the market every single day and just seeing what's going on. Hope everybody have a great morning, and I'll see you next video, guys. Have a great trading day.